Hi, I'm Shannon Vogel, founder of Reach Social, and we're here today on FCW Live Social Corner to talk about all things social media. So I love this time of year because all the reports come out, all the data comes out from the previous year, letting us know what's hot on social, what's coming, what to be prepared for. And one of my favorite sources, Sprout Social, came out with a report about what consumers want on social. So there's some things I want to share with you today. So, a couple of things, or a couple of different sections. And the first one they talked about was keeping up with online culture and listening to your audience and the importance of humanizing your brand. Another new thing that they talked about that's coming that I don't think you have to, worry about changing the way your entire social strategy is, but I keep seeing customer service coming up, meaning that we all know that customers are going to go to your website and check things out. If they don't see a chat text pop up where they can chat with someone or an easy place where they can send a note or find an email to send a note about customer service, they're going to go to social because they know that you can go straight to the direct message feature. So that's just something to think about and start monitoring and paying attention to. You should be monitoring your comments daily anyway. But back to the things that are happening right now. So people want to know what is hot, what is trending, and what is culturally significant. So if you are thinking about what you're going to post for your content in 2025, think about what's going on culturally, not politically, but culturally, and try to tap in and resonate with that. People always love to know what's trending. So anything that you can do, especially video, to talk about products and things that are trending and what you could see doing with those, that's going to be helpful. But at the end of the day, I want you to remember for 2025 to humanize your brand. People buy from people. You have people. You are a business that is started by people. So talk about the people and have the people involved in your content. Next section was how customers keep up with trends. And I thought it was an interesting statistic that social is at 90% of where people are going to look for their trends, where print media is at the bottom behind digital marketing, podcast, TV, streaming at 23%. So if people are going to social media to find out what's trending, you want to be sure and show up with what's trending in our industry. And I think that's something that's very easy to incorporate into your social media strategy. The next thing they talked about was everybody likes to know what platform is still hot. Facebook is still king at 90%, followed by Instagram at 82%, and then YouTube at 76%, with the others following, in line right behind that, which leads to most people ask me, okay, that's great, but I'm only on Facebook and Instagram. That is 100% okay. You don't need to be on every platform. You just need to be on the platforms that you can manage and that you can manage well. So, for example, YouTube may be third in line and TikTok may be hot. But if you don't do video and you don't have that in place as your social strategy, then that's not something that you need to spend your time on. Another thing they talked about that I enjoyed was what makes brands stand out. And I love that the top answer was the quality of your product or service, which is great for you because if you think about it, if you will talk about your differentiators, about why people should buy from you or what makes you stand out, talk about your quality, talk about your service, because at this rate with people shopping on the internet, you can go get the same product anywhere, but it's your service that's going to set things apart. So spend time talking about your service and what sets you apart. Another part of that was what you're doing to engage your followers. So this is just a good reminder, ask questions every once in a while. It's not just about talking. It's about listening and showing your customers that you care about what they need and what they are interested in. The overarching message was just in general, be less salesy and stop writing things that sound like a corporate email, or stop talking about things that sound like a corporate email. Back to human connection and culture and trends and people, just more engaging and more fun and less salesy. And by fun, I don't mean silly. I mean just lighthearted and more human. Things that are one preference over the other. They're saying authenticity over being off the cuff. I still think it's important to be off the cuff and not so restrictive and scripted. Just we talk about this all the time. Just be authentic, be real, and that's going to resonate with people. Relatability is more important over being polished and perfect. And being entertaining is more important than talking about product facts. If someone is going to give you their attention for the 8 seconds or less on social media, they don't really care about how many mils your product is. They don't care about the thickness and the statistics and all of the stuff on the back of the label. Tell me how it's going to be used to make my home beautiful, and you're going to get my attention. And lastly, the thing that I thought you would like to hear about is if someone's going to make a purchase based off of social, it is going to be more likely to be on Facebook than any other platform for you, which is great because most of you are on Facebook primarily. That's where you spend your time. But I want to remind you that if you are looking to sell product on social media, unless you're selling discount stuff off of Marketplace, it's not your sole purpose, and it's not really what you want to be doing there. You really want to use social media for brand awareness and getting the message that you have to say about what makes you different and why, how human you are. You want to get that message out there rather than come buy your product from me. Obviously, you can slip that call to action in there, but don't make it your focus, and don't assume that because people are buying, I always tease on mascara and Tupperware off of TikTok, that they're going to make a big decision like flooring solely based on social media. So remember that social media is part of your whole digital marketing pie. But if you are going to try to sell something, then Facebook is your platform. I hope this information helped. And as I said, I always look forward to seeing what the industry has to say about what's new. And so I can share that with you to keep you in the know. So thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.